Hello, everybody, and welcome to the top 8 of the starter deck. It's trash deck tournament. GUStakes event number 3. We're in the top 8 now. The winner of this match will be featured on primetime Final Four broadcast. So big match here for sure. Okay, this card's bad. This is expensive. This is okay, but that's kind of cringe. Okay, we got a much better mulligan here. This is very good. Very good. So we got a T1, T2, T3, T4. That's a good counter to what we did. Hopefully this goes face so we can trade here. Or this hits there for that matter. We have to play the Raid Reveler and go face. No other options. So we're hoping this either hits here or goes face. They're 50-50 to hit here. So that's what we want. Will we get what we want? Who knows? They can actually GP here to remove protected and make sure that this attack doesn't happen. So going face would be the worst case for them in that scenario. It's an option. Of course, they had a good open there for their turn 1. This hits there, which is very unfortunate for us. This goes face. And they'll probably just GP here, I'd imagine. Oh, they got a Rampart? Okay. We've got options. I think the simplest here is just to peel this minion. Fighting hard for the board. This isn't the most mana efficient option, but it's a line. The other option was just playing this, and then next turn, other things happen. So they cheat here to get value out of their god power. This is going to go somewhere, and they're probably just going to trade here. But now we can kind of sneak this on board and hopefully get value. This is slightly better. This is more mana efficient, so we'll go with that. They can trade in GP here, but we're at least can expend all of our mana next turn. Also, Spike T is an option for them as well. But I'm just trying to use my mana at this point. Even getting a god power in is irrelevant. Yeah, okay. Thought they might do that. Okay, they've got a Hunt Warden. Can play this as a surprise, or I'm just gonna get this on the board. I don't have to attack with it now. I don't have to commit with it. It does give them information, but there's no Relicate in the Sanctum, and obviously there's no Relicate in their deck. They'll probably GP here. We'll probably play this and go face. Yeah. They can buy this if they would like. Another 1/4. Can hit here. This is so cringe. Doing that, they got 2 for 1 out of that minion, which is so cringe. The best card in the Sanctum is definitely the Battle Oryx. So I'll go ahead and just do this. Of course, now the best card in the Sanctum is Rune of Fire. We are definitely behind right now. This is not a good start. They got a lot of value out of their 1/4s. They have more cards in hand. They're ahead in life total. We're pretty much out of gas. Their god power generates more value than ours. So we had to get the early initiative. I thought we had a decent draw, but it's not playing out like we would have liked to have for sure. They're going to get value out of Fellow Tracker, which isn't easy to do. Volatile Imp. Yeah. So I mean we're in a really tough spot here. We are officially out of gas playing off the top of our deck. This is not looking good. So they probably trade. They've got 2 cards in hand. We got 0. They probably get next pick of the Sanctum. Wow, they did that. They get the roll as well. Literally the worst card in the deck we could have drawn. I mean, we can't play it. We're hitting them for 2. They're hitting us for 5, 10. And they have lethal probably pretty shortly here. Yeah, they just hide that as game. Yeah, there's just nothing we can do. So game number 1 did not go our way, so we need to win the next 2 to get to the final 4. Okay, they're queuing in with Magic. Gonna pick Thievery here. Don't like that card. Okay, I like this hand. Hunt Warden's really good. Wild Hog's really good. Can definitely live with this. Probably play this on 2. Worst case 3, we can do this and this, which is pretty solid. It's definitely a good T1. Definitely feeling the Hunt Warden for turn 2. We could get to the Sanctum. The Rune of Strength is definitely the best card. Going to the rope here. They have that Messenger, which is a good card for them. We did not want to hit there. So they probably GP and get value. I probably GP and get a Thievery option. Maybe trade here, play something. Don't like playing on Axe Woman. Really nowhere to go. Was hoping this guy would go face so I could start accumulating some favor. Here, they hit here. They actually are the ones faster on the favor generation. But we do get more value generation. Well, not more value generation. We get some value generation out of Thievery. Volatile Imp. Yeah, not as weak of a card in this matchup. They're going to go ahead and ping there. No surprise. Barricade's a card here, actually. So the idea behind Barricade here is they've got 2/2/1 minions, and this is just very awkward. So I decided to not attack in there. You could have argued this attack was best. But I don't know. The Barricade does pose some questions. I guess the only thing here is if they've got double Axe Woman, we get wrecked. But they would need 2. Even if they've got 1, 1 goes in here, 1 goes in here, 1 goes here, we're doing okay. Okay, Illuminate. Probably hitting here. Hit. Okay. And they're hoping to get the damage to roll there. But yeah, the Barricade took out both minions, so we're very happy with that. Okay, Bedeviled Shadow. Awkward situation here because they're going to get value with this attack, guaranteed. I can GP. The odds are I get nothing that really helps my situation, though. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this minion instead. This is where Thievery just looks awkward. They hit there. The race is for this in the Sanctum. Unfortunately, yeah, the mana is just awkward for us every stage here. So what I can do is I can attack here, Panacea Messenger here into here, and then they're both left with 2 health. So they're going to be the one that's going to be able to purchase this. We've got Spike T, which can limit the value from this. I think that's good. Let's see what we get from this first. Ether Bug. Not super useful. We could play it. Honestly, I'm not. So the reason why I'm not playing it is next turn we can play that and spike T in the same turn. So I think that's more optimal. I think that they're probably going to hit here and hit here. The question is do they grab the Rune of Strength? They could actually do this and go face to grab the Rune of Strength. Now they're going to go for the value on board here. Okay, they're getting the Rune Rider. I feel like we're in trouble here. Playing this is the biggest minion. They either got the Rune of Strength, which makes these trade, or they got the Rune of Power. So they can go face with these. Yeah, we're definitely behind. Now, hypothetically, the trap play is if they attack here, make this big, and go face, we can spike T and get tons of value. But they would have to make a big play mistake to not hit here. Okay. Like, we have a chance of high rolling with Static Aetherbug. It's not unknown here. So 1 and 3 to hit here. If I hit here, play this spike T, it's definitely the play. Not guaranteed to work, though. Now, I can play this. Let's go for it. Hoping to hit there. Went face. It's unfortunate. We're going to grab this, the best card in the Sanctum. This is confused. These are confused. That is one thing worth noting. So Spike T can get some positive RNG value. We didn't get the first RNG moment to go our way with the Static Aetherbug. We're hoping to get the second. They're hoping to trade this into here, but 50% disobeys. It could hit here, it could hit here, but they get the roll. Unfortunately for us, the RNG has not been in our favor this game. Not what we like to see. This guy goes face. Will they take this guy out or not? Is the question. The answer is no. I think we're definitely going to be hitting the Thievery button unless we draw something useful. Let's do this. Dimension Door. The Poison Dagger is actually solid here. Now, do I want to play that or this? I feel like Barricade's the play here. So the reason Barricade's the play is because they're very likely to have a Ruin of Strength, right? From this. So it really baits them to go for this line, and then we hit them with the Poison Dagger here. Wow. Okay, they just go face. Yeah, that's interesting. So what they could have is they could have 2 Rune of Powers. Ooh, this is the worst card to draw in the entire deck. I hate to do this because it just feels like we're giving up so much value here. Let's go ahead, Rune of Strength here. Yeah, Stack the Deck was the worst card we could have drawn that turn. Probably one of their form of powers, I would assume. Versatile Conjuration, okay. Are they going to grab this or this or this? Probably this, I would imagine. Then Raged Ally. Okay. Rune of Life. So they're worried about me healing. I mean, if they've got a second Epiphany, they just win. There's just nothing we can do. And they seem pretty confident. Double Rune of Fire. That works also.